done now as the Profile Patriots, with their unbeaten season going, looking to maintain that against the team that they handed their only defeat to, the Littleton Crusaders. It'll be Mikey Rodriguez doing the opening tap with Alex Leslie. And it's tapped around to Caden Hoskins, and we are underway. Trey Akins has a little bit of trouble. Reggie with the quick three, no good. And the rebound is somehow finds its way back to Grady Hadlock. His jumper is good. So Hadlock, who is up and down in terms of how much he contributes from a scoring perspective. Sometimes he'll have 12, sometimes he'll have 4. But he gets the first basket of this game. Josh Robie, clearly the main player that they have to watch offensively. Alex Leslie, he knows how to do a lot of things as he takes it to the basket, blocked by Hoskins. And he grabs the rebound and pulls it out quickly. Baseline feed Rodriguez. Hadlock now has some space. He gets the Reggie, blocked by Clough. And the rebound's grabbed by Leslie, and he will be fouled.
That was a nice pass, but a heck of a block by Clough.
We'll take a look at that again on the replay. Well done there by Clough, and then Leslie with the strong rebound. He was able to draw the foul on Rodriguez. The first foul on Mikey Rodriguez. He is very aggressive. I don't know if you've seen him play yet. He is incredibly aggressive on the boards.
No, I haven't seen him yet. It's the first time I've seen Littleton this year, other than on NSN.
Carson Robie in the paint, gets it across for the move to the basket by Leslie. Nice turnaround, and he nails it.
Yeah, Alex Leslie does a lot of good things.
We're tied at 2.
Profile out in their 2-3 zone. I would think if Littleton's patient, they could probably get a lot of shots that they want.
Trey Akins for 3. A little bit long, but the rebound grabbed by Hadlock. His second offensive rebound here early. Crossover by Akins. He finds an open Hoskins, who's a little bit long, but the offensive rebound there by Reggie. Now Rodriguez will try, and he gets it. You give him 4 shots, they're going to make one of them.
Yeah.
5-2 in favor of Littleton.
Littleton out in a man-to-man defense.
Oh, great move by, great feet of Clough, but he's kind of off balance. Long 3 by Robie, no good, and the rebound is tapped to Hoskins. It looked like, actually, that Plant was going to get that one. Grady Hadlock, he'll pull up and take a 3. Front iron, no good. He seemed a little reluctant to take that shot, and then he did anyway. Josh Robie, he's good for more than 30 points a game. Carson Robie almost walked there. He did a nice job of maintaining his balance. Robie into the paint, gets the runner up, and it rattles in. And you can hear the crowd already really into this one.
Yep.
5-4 in favor of Littleton. Swung around Hoskins, and reaching in for the steal is Robie. He anticipated that nicely, and he went for the block at Akins, and he missed it, and Robie now has 4. And we have our first lead change of the ball game. It's 6-5. 3-pointer by Rodriguez. That one's way long, and Clough grabs the rebound. They don't want to be, neither team really wants to be too quick with taking threes, I think. Robie gets the runner up, and good. I think with the exception of Josh Robie, who seems to be able to make any shot he ever takes. So 6 straight points now for Profile. Into the paint goes Rodriguez, and he nails it and draws the foul. Wow, that was a heck of an up and under move by Rodriguez. And he will go to the free throw line. Here's the replay again. Look at that. Oof. That's a heck of a play. And And I think what happened was they were thinking it was a two-shot foul for a moment, and Caden Wakeham had not come into the game, and then they realized at the last second that was be the case, and it's rattled in by Rodriguez. He's got 6. Robie has 6 for Profile, and we're tied at 8. 4 minutes into this one, Caden Wakeham. He's a heck of a junior player for this team. Robie from the corner, and that's good. He's unconscious almost all the time. 11-8, and Robie with the steal. He was going to go coast to coast, but he lost the dribble, so he pulls it back out.
Oh, they better get up on him.
And he takes the long 3, and that's good. And Josh Robie.
And he's looking right over at the Profile, Littleton fan section, the last 2 shots he's hit.
So 12 points by Josh Robie already. As some lights go out behind the basket.
Yeah, it's been flickering all night.
3-pointer by Aikens, no good, and muscling the rebound away is Caden Wakeham, and he'll draw the foul.
1 shot and done for Littleton.
And there you see Robie, another. And that one, he just reminds me of this game I did when I was doing Drexel women's basketball. Cindy Blodgett, who was a legend in Maine, just kept stepping out further and further. She'd get a hand in her face, and she'd hit nothing but the bottom of the net, and that's what Josh Robie has done so far. That foul was on Reggie, by the way. Second foul against Littleton. Josh Robie now being paid attention to by Lord, and he drills another 3. Seems like if Wilt Chamberlain could guard him, and he'd still hit it.
I know, and I'm surprised that he gets his shot off as quick as he does, because he shoots it from down low.
Hoskins pulls up, and they're going to call a foul on Carson Robie, who flips out as he gets called for the foul. And his foot was on the line, so he'll shoot 2 free throws. Hiller Orthodontics is proud to support Littleton basketball teams, just as we've committed to creating winning smiles with our braces and Invisalign treatments. We're cheering on every slam dunk and 3-pointer. Catch the action with us for your orthodontic needs. Visit HillerOrtho.com or call 888-445-5372. Plant replaces Carson Robie. Hoskins has his first point with that free throw. And that snaps 9 straight points by Profile. And it is now 17-10. Wakeham feeds Plant, one of the 4 seniors in the starting lineup. Long 3 by Robie, and that one misses. But an offensive rebound there by Plant. And not a good foul there by Caden Hoskins.
No.
Again, rebounding a lot of the time is just about where you position yourself. And Plant went to the right spot. Leslie backs in, smothered by Hoskins. And kicking the ball to himself was Aikens, no good, and Robie's there again for another putback. And he just having an incredible first quarter. 17 points of the 19 scored by Profile have come off the hands of Josh Robie. Oh, great no look, and Hoskins got Wakeham up in the air, and he will go to the free throw line again. Riley Plant, let's see, he tried to get the foul called on him, but actually it's on Leslie, not Wakeham. And Hoskins is good.
Yeah, I think if you're Littleton, I think, or any team playing Profile, I think, if you can play man, but throw some zone concepts in there. So against Josh Robie, when he does catch the ball on the sideline, don't allow him back in the middle of the paint, because once he gets in the middle of the floor, because once he gets there, he's very hard to guard.
19 points in 6 minutes by Profile, and they lead it 19-12. Wakeham with the freshman Rodriguez on him. Ball's handed off to Josh Robie. It seems like the plan is let Josh shoot a lot. He tries to go by Lord, gets the runner up, and good. You just can't stop him right now.
No, I would double him, get the ball out of his hands, make somebody else on that team other than maybe Leslie beat me.
Akins with a crossover. Long three by Reggie. And that's a little bit long. And Lord thought he had the rebound, but it was taken away from him by Wakeham, who's got 3 rebounds since coming in. Robie tries to go coast to coast. He kind of pins himself in the corner, and it's taken away by Akins. He gets the finger roll up, no good. And Wakeham muscles the rebound away yet again. And up ahead for a 2-on-1 here with Plant against Lord, and he lays it up and good.
Well, Littleton's going to get run right out of the building here.
23-12. As we're down to the last minute of this first quarter. Profile scores a lot of points, that's for sure. They had 99 in their last game. High post feed for the turnaround by Hoskins. No good. And Leslie will grab the rebound. And the way things are going, they just can't miss any shots to be able to stay in this game.
And they get one shot and they're done, that's it.
Fed for Clough, and they're going to call a charge on, looks like, Robie.
I think Hoskins got lucky there. That would have been his second.
And that's one thing that he has a propensity to do is take a lot of, or get called for a lot of fouls. And we'll have some switch of personnel as it's Cook, Hadlock, Lord, Rodriguez, and Hoskins.
You know, and the one thing, too, is Josh Robie, you don't see him getting foul trouble very often, so.
Baseline feed for Rodriguez.
He wasn't out of bounds. He was straddling it, wasn't he?
He was. Hadlock had an open three. Hoskins will pull back and take it. And they're way off tonight as the ball's picked up. Yeah, Hadlock had it, and I think they're going to call a foul on Clough. And that'll be the 5th foul, so that was at the end of the quarter. Let's see if, so he'll be able to shoot free throws.
Yeah.
Fans don't like the call. I'm not sure whether it was a good or a bad call, but regardless of that, there'll be free throws here for Grady Hadlock at the end of the quarter. And he makes the first one. And he hits the second one. So Josh Robie, 19 points for him. I think he missed one shot perhaps in that entire quarter. (23-14) is your score. Guess Littleton can only hope that in the second half the rim is different at the other side, the way he's been going. Yeah. And it's stolen there from Wakeham. Now across for Hoskins. He tries to get on Plant, and he's going to be called for the offensive foul.
Yeah.
That's the second offensive foul that Plant has drawn in this game.
Well, I thought that was Hoskins. It is the second. Yeah, I thought it was.
And again, a reach in, and this time the foul. Ooh, is that going to be on Hoskins again?
No, I believe it's on Rodriguez, I believe.
And that'll be his second foul. So Profile got into the penalty in that second period, but the big problems are for Littleton with fouls as Rodriguez and Hoskins with 2 each. 2 quick fouls in the first 30 seconds of the quarter.
Oh, man, he almost reached. He's reaching there, too.
Wakeham looks for a lane, but he didn't really have one. Plant lobs down low for Leslie. Oh, and he did commit the third foul there, did Hoskins.
Yeah, that's just not smart basketball right there. You got to realize you got the 2 fouls.
So now going to the line will be Alex Leslie. So 3 fouls in the first 49 seconds of this second quarter, rather. So Leslie misses the first free throw. Leslie has the only 4 points that have not been scored by Josh Robie.
Yeah, violation on number 22, Wakeham.
So now we've got Reggie, Akins, Lord, Hadlock, and Camden Cook on the floor for Littleton. And they're probably not going to have Hoskins for the remainder of this first half.
No, and it'll be interesting, too, if Profile starts pulling away even further, how long Coach Howard will set them because, they need his offense desperately.
that in the low post. Reggie backs in now for a three-pointer by Akins. Hit the side of the backboard, and it looked like it was knocked out. I thought it was knocked out maybe by Leslie, but it goes back to Littleton. Or, I'm sorry, to Profile. It's Robie, Plant. Well, the two Robies, Plant, Leslie, and Wakeham on the floor. They generally only go with 6 players. Lob down low. Leslie looked like he was maybe blocked clean, but not according to the official. And that'll go on Dre Akins. So 4 fouls in the first minute and a half by Littleton. So now for the remainder of this first half, any non-offensive foul will result in free throws.
Yeah, it's a long time.
Usually if you get down to 1 or 2 minutes, that seems like a long time, but they've got 6.5 minutes of shooting free throws. And Leslie 0 for 4 in the ballgame so far. And rebound by Hadlock. Camden Cook is good for a 3 seemingly every game I see him play, but the threat of Hoskins not being in there is difficult for them. And again, the three-point shooting hasn't been good in the games against Profile by Littleton. Oof. Grady Hadlock hit the deck hard. Long 3 by Carson Robie. No good. And a good rebound there by Landon Lord. Crossover by Akins. And a tough pass, but it was off the hands of Lord. So no scoring here in the first 2.5 minutes. Robie goes with his offhand. Lost it, but right to Clough. We're going to see Rodriguez and Hoskins come back in and knocked out of bounds by Akins. So those two have 5 fouls between them here in this first half. And Hoskins, as you said earlier, he's got to be smarter.
Yeah.
Because he's an incredibly important part of their offense.
Yeah, I'm sure coaching staff over there told him.
Clough tries to go by Hoskins as they go right at him, and he reverse layup is up and good by Jackson Clough. So those are the first points scored by somebody other than Leslie or Josh Robie.
Yeah, now smart Patriots to go right at Hoskins. I think that they didn't have any help defense there. That didn't help Hoskins cause any.
Another missed 3, and a foul in the backcourt by Dre Akins. And Josh Robie will shoot free throws. And that'll be 2 now on Dre Akins. So Akins has 2, Rodriguez has 2, and Hoskins has 3. So Littleton not doing themselves any favors that way. Josh Robie now didn't see a guy score 20 points that often in a game at all, and he's done it in the first 11 minutes of this one. And we make it 21. 27-14. Littleton has not scored in the first 3 minutes of this quarter. Part of the reason they decided to put Hoskins back in there. Hoskins in the high post, triple teamed, has it knocked away, and looked like that should have been called a foul, but it wasn't. And then it's kicked out of bounds.
This is certainly probably the most aggressive I've seen the Profiles on defense last year or this year, being very aggressive up top.
And Lord has a lane, goes right by everyone. And, that was a good, strong move by Landon Lord. He picks up his first basket of the ball game. That's the first score of the second quarter by Littleton, and the lead's now at 27-16 for the Patriots. Robie with a lane. Carson Robie, that is, and it spins off the rim. That's a fortunate break if you're Littleton. And Rodriguez comes away with the rebound. He looks to get, good
nice
look
pass
for Reggie. Got behind
nice
the defense. And we're going to have a timeout called. 30-second timeout. Hammer Down Construction LLC of Littleton, New Hampshire, has been specializing in residential development and construction since 2007. Call them today, 444-7694 for your future projects so they can bring your dreams to reality. Franconia Base Camp has everything you need to stay comfortable and safe on your next winter outdoor adventure, from micro spikes, darn tough socks, Gooder ski goggles, local guidebooks and maps, to gently used ski gear, snowshoes, fat tire bikes, winter apparel, and ice skates. Visit them at 262 Main Street in Franconia. Franconia Base Camp wishes the best of luck to the Patriots. So Littleton has scored the last 4 points, and that drew a timeout from Coach Mitchell Roy. His second season here, and he had a good season last year, but he's looking to push over the hump this time around, and he's got an unbeaten team led by 2 seniors in Alex Leslie and Josh Robie. Right at the halfway point of the second quarter now. Clough holds, finds Robie cutting to the basket and just drops it in. And it's now 29-18.
Yeah, again, not much there for help defense.
Hadlock finds Lord. Baseline feed for Rodriguez. Up and under, no good, and Wakeham grabs the rebound. And another foul. Oh, no, they're going to say it's knocked out of bounds. And they originally signaled the ball to Littleton, but it actually will go back to Profile. Josh Robie with 23 of the 29 points for Profile in this ball game. That would you could certainly say the key to stopping them is stopping him. He's good for half their points seemingly every game. Wakeham now holds for Plant, who has a lane to the basket. They let him go, and he banks it up a little hard. And Grady Hadlock pulls his 4th rebound down.
I think Rodriguez might have got away with one there.
Lobbed and stolen by Riley Plant. Good play there as they tried to get the ball outside for an open 3 to Lord. Robie now tries a crossover on Reggie. And he's still looking for some space. Finds an open Clough. He'll take the 3. A little bit long, and grabbing the rebound is Grady Hadlock. It's 5 for him. Cross for Lord. Hoskins still out there. He has not made a shot in this game. He's got 4 for 4 from the free throw line, but no shots made. 3 by Lord. A little bit long, but he grabs the offensive rebound. Tried to get to the basket, ran right into Wakeham. And Rodriguez able to gather it up. Now a 3 by Hoskins, and that's good. Caden Hoskins with 7, and the lead is now 29-21. And we're going to see Carson Robie back in the game in a moment. And Hadlock almost stole. Now Plant with an easy lane to the basket and knocked out of bounds by Clough.
That was smart right there by Hoskins, to let him go on that one.
And a little surprising because Alex Leslie's usually pretty good, but he had a head of steam going. He may have just been a little anxious to throw it up there. But now Littleton has an opportunity to cut the lead down to about the lowest point it's been since the barrage by Robie in that first quarter.
Yeah, see if they can't get Hoskins another shot.
Their main problem against Profile last time was they couldn't make any threes. Lord will pull up from the baseline, and he gets it to rattle home. Landon Lord has a couple of baskets in this quarter, and it's now 29-23.
Yeah, right back in it. Just when we thought maybe Profile was going to run them out of the gym, Littleton's coming right back.
Littleton on a 9-2 run right now. Wakeham feeds to Riley Plant, who got Rodriguez way up in the air, and that'll be his third.
Yeah, that's a tough break for them.
Reckless Brewing Company has been proudly serving up the best food and drinks in the Bethlehem area since 2016. A well-diversified menu with something there for everyone. Open for indoor seating and takeout, and they offer takeout as well as delivery. You can stay up to date with their menus and events on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or right on their website, recklessbrewing.com. Call today at 603-991-2357. So Carson Robie misses both free throws, and the rebound again by Hadlock. He's got 6 of them now. Crossover, good feed for Reggie with a reverse, and that's good. 4 for Sam Reggie, all in this quarter. And with 50 seconds to go, just when you thought maybe Littleton was going to be out of it, they've gotten right back into it. So Robie looks like he wants to take over again. Gets the runner up. Front iron, no good. Grady Hadlock grabs the rebound. Up ahead quickly. Good job by Landon Lord getting out of that difficult situation. Skipped across Reggie. That was a good catch right there. And they call a foul, it looks like, on Carson Robie. It'll be his second.
Only the first foul called this whole quarter against Profile.
I think 6 or 7 have been called on Littleton.
That's Carson's second foul.
And Aikens having a difficult time getting it in, but he gets it to Lord, who has a lane to the basket. Kind of muscles his way in there, no good, and Plant grabs the rebound. 18 seconds to go as Profile will hold for the last shot.
Yeah, I'd run somebody at Josh right now. I wouldn't let him deny him hard.
Caden Wakeham. 6 seconds to go as Leslie way outside. Looks for a pick. He'll pull back and take the three at the buzzer. No good as time expires. Clough and Grady Hadlock got tied up in that. Their top 2 scoring options, Caden Hoskins and Mikey Rodriguez, have 3 fouls apiece. Aikens goes straight to the basket and gets the roll, so a quick start. Good speed move by Dre Aikens, his first points, and it's now 29-27.
Yeah, you see Rodriguez isn't stat in the second half. I'm sure it's to try to protect him.
Aikens has 2 fouls also, so those 3 have 8 fouls between them. Good job there avoiding the foul by Landon Lord as Wakeham pushes off.
He got away with a push-off there.
As the ball's taken away, Aikens goes up against Robie. He misses the reverse layup, but Hoskins grabs the rebound. He gets the turnaround quickly for Lord, and he's going to be called for steps.
Yeah.
So that was an unfortunate sequence. If you're Littleton, they had an opportunity, but Dre Aikens had a bad size advantage as he went up against Robie. Josh Robie was unconscious in that first quarter. They kind of slowed him down a bit in the second. We'll see what happens here in the third. Robie tried to hand it to Clough as he lost his balance, but it's taken away. So 3 turnovers here by Profile in the first minute. Caden Hoskins kind of directing traffic a little bit. Lord to Aikens. I think they were maybe about 2 for 9 on threes in that first half. Aikens skips across for Hadlock. Reggie standing right on the baseline. Good feed for Hoskins who gets the runner. Doesn't get the roll though. And Wakeham pulls out the rebound. 6 rebounds now for Caden Wakeham. Robie now with Lord on him. Oh, that was a good pass for Leslie,
yeah,
but
it was.
Wasn't quite able to get free. Carson.
Good help. Sorry about that, Jonathan. Good help by Hoskins that last time also on Leslie.
Offensive rebound by Clough and blocked by Reggie. Huge block there by Sam Reggie. And he will bring the ball up the floor. Hadlock with the turnaround from the free throw line, and that's good. And we were tied at 8. That was the last time we were tied. We're now tied at 29. And Hadlock has 6 points.
Yeah, that high post is pretty much open.
Robie takes it straight to the basket, and he gets a foul called. And that will go against Reggie, and I think they called it on the floor. So the fouls continue to get called on Littleton. First on Landon Lord. Alex Leslie now with Reggie on him. Carson Robie goes by a couple players. Didn't have a free lane, so now he will take the feed back. A long 3 by Josh Robie, no good. And a long rebound is saved by Clough. And diving on the floor, Lord. Oh, that was a good job avoiding the travel there.
Yeah, good hustle.
Aikens for Hadlock, who gets to the paint, banks it up, no good. And Clough with the rebound. Really intense play right now. Josh Robie goes baseline, gets the runner up, no good, and another foul on Landon Lord, his second in this quarter. There's one silver lining to that. It's only his second foul. And Robie will shoot free throws this time. Josh Robie had 19 there. You saw the replay on that. And Josh Robie is now 3 for 3 from the line. And Profile regains the lead at 30-29. And he's perfect, 4 for 4. And an interesting switch here as Caden Hoskins will bring the ball up the floor. I think they want to keep him away from the basket where fouls are going to get called. And Lord makes a bad pass to Hadlock. Now, Jamie, there's another one of those situations. You come back from a big deficit. I'm always in favor of calling a timeout right at that point and kind of resetting things. They didn't do that. Come to think of it, they never do. Long three by Robie, and that's good. And the lead is now back up to 5. Akins looks for a lane. Oh, and he just opens up for him, and he lays it up and good. And that is the number one asset of Dre Akins, is just you give him a hole, and he'll just bolt right past you.
Yeah, he's definitely quick.
Wakeham tries to spin move on his opposite number, Hadlock, and he picks up his first points of the game, 36-31.
That was a nice move by Wakeham. But from Littleton, I'm happy with that. I'll take anybody other than Josh at the moment.
And rattling in the three there is Hoskins. He's got 10, and it's now 36-34. Leslie tries to move. He went right into a double team, triple team, and he motions towards Tim Purrington. What actually happened there, but travel is called. What looked like it might get out of hand has turned into a pretty interesting game. Swatted away by Leslie, back down to Rodriguez, or rather Padlock. Nope, Reggie. I got it that time. And Reggie's got 6 points, and we're tied at 36. Great block. It just swatted too far by Leslie on that one. Robie goes to the basket, and avoiding the foul was Lord, as Josh Robie has all 7 points in this quarter.
There was absolutely no help defense that time from Littleton either.
3 by Akins, front iron no good. Reggie grabs the offensive rebound, though, and they're going to call a foul on, it looks like, Clough. Nope. That might be the third on Carson Robie. Nope. Take it back. They called it on Riley Plant.
Plant's on the bench, so must have the wrong number.
I think they called it on. I think they did call it on Carson Robie. And there it is. They readjust the scoreboard.
Yeah, and I thought that was his third also. According to the board, it's 2.
Jumper from the baseline by Hoskins, and they do finally put it up as a third foul.
Well, I'll tell you, if your profile, you maybe a little nervous if Hoskins starts heating up, because he can put some points on the board in a hurry.
Long 3 by Robie, and that's their answer.
So can that kid.
He's got 29. I take it back. He's got 33. And Lord to Hoskins. Hadlock. And it's stolen by Robie. Gets in the passing lanes. Fired up ahead for for Leslie. Trey Akins almost fouled him. He probably did, but didn't get called. Robie from the baseline, and that's good. He's got 12 in this quarter. He's got 35 of their 43 points.
Yeah, I think you got to do something to get the ball out of his hands somehow.
It's a 5-point lead now. 3 by Hoskins. Front iron no good, and Clough grabs the rebound. And they pull away from him, not wanting anybody else to get in any worse foul trouble than they're already in. Runner is up by Robie, no good. And grabbing the rebound is Hoskins. Quickly up the floor, he almost dribbled into a turnover, but pulls it back out in time. Oh, great play there by Caden Wakeham, getting into the passing lanes.
Yeah, good hands.
And Plant. I keep saying Plant. It's Leslie. Feed for Clough. Tying up with Dre Akins. Oh, that's a great steal by Akins. Sliding, he feeds it to Hoskins. And a blocking foul will be called on Caden Wakeham. Both teams playing extremely hard right now. Hiller Orthodontics is proud to support the Littleton basketball teams. Just as we're committed to creating winning smiles with our braces and Invisalign treatments, we're cheering every slam, dunk, and three-pointer. Catch the action with us for your orthodontic needs. Visit HillerOrtho.com or call 888-445-5372. 5-point lead right now for the Profile Patriots. Hoskins lobs to Reggie for three. Back iron, no good. And Wakeham with his 7th rebound. They have 8 points from players other than Josh Robie. Robie with 35 points in this one. Landon Lord's done a pretty good job. He feeds Clough, who misses the layup, and grabbing the rebound out of there, Hoskins. So that's a fortunate break for Littleton. Fed for Rodriguez, who banks it up, no good. Tough rebound, Reggie. He gets the putback up, no good, but he will draw the foul. Riley Plant looking to get the foul called on him again, but it's going to go on Jackson Clough. That's his first. Nobody really in foul trouble with the exception of Carson Robie for the Patriots. And Reggie hits the free throw. He's got 7. Out goes Riley Plant. Actually, I take it back. That was the second foul on Clough. 43-39. Each team with 14 points in this quarter. 15 now for Littleton as they trail by 43-40. Robie, who has been unconscious in this quarter, he scored all 14 of the points for the Patriots. The runner-up, no good, and out of bounds. So 2.2 seconds to go, and they're going to bring in DiMarzio and Plant. They're going to take out Clough, and let's see who else came out of the game. I think it was Carson Robie up ahead for Hoskins. He'll throw it up to the buzzer. Oh, and he almost rattled that in. They'll have Clough, the Robies, Plant, and Wakeham going up against Lord, Reggie, Cook, Rodriguez, and Hoskins. Hand off to Robie as he pulls up from the free throw line, and that's good. Just can't miss. 45-40. He has 37 points stolen by Carson Robie up ahead for Josh Robie, and he's fouled from behind by Sam Reggie. So Josh Robie will go to the free throw line, and among his other superlatives, he is a heck of a free throw shooter. He's 4 for 4 so far. And that one spins off.
You jinxed him. I was just going to say, I bet he doesn't miss them very often, that's for sure.
And he gets that one, so he's 5 of 6. And I'm not too sure I ever see Josh Robie come out of a ball game. Now back on the floor, replacing Cook is Hadlock. 6-point lead, that's as big as it's been since the game got tied up. No-look feed for Hadlock, who has some trouble, but skips across for Hoskins. Oh, blocked by Carson Robie. And that might be the biggest play of the game. Handed off Clough. Alex Leslie. One heck of an athlete for this profile team. Plays soccer, baseball, and basketball. Carson Robie with a lane to the basket. Feeds Clough now. Pulled back out again. Very patient here by the Patriots. And a nice play there by Wakeham. Robie will pull back and take the three, and that's good. 41 for Josh Robie. And back out for Landon Lord. And I thought he was going to take the three and it was blocked, but instead he passes over to Reggie. They wheel around for the three by Hadlock. No good. And grabbed by Josh Robie on the rebound. And we're going to see Akins back in the game in a moment for Littleton. Just under 6 minutes to go, a 9-point lead. We were tied at 38, and 11-2 run here by the Profile Patriots. And he goes by Hoskins, feeds back to his brother, who gets into the paint, gets the runner-up, and that's good. First points of the game by Carson Robie, and a timeout will be called by Coach Trevor Howard. This timeout is sponsored by White Mountains Community College. Hammerdown Construction LLC of Littleton, New Hampshire has been specializing in residential development and construction since 2007. Call them today at 603-444-7694 for your future projects so they can bring your dreams to reality. Franconia Base Camp has everything you need to stay comfortable and safe on your next winter outdoor adventure, from micro spikes, darn tough socks, Gooder ski goggles, local guidebooks and maps, to gently used ski gear, snow shoes, fat tire bikes, winter apparel, and ice skates. Visit them at 262 Main Street in Franconia. Franconia Base Camp, which is the best of luck to the Patriots. And finally, Reckless Brewing Company has been proudly serving up the best food and drinks in the Bethlehem area since 2016. With a well-diversified menu, there is something for everyone. Open for indoor seating and offer takeout as well as delivery. You can stay up to date with their menus and events on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or right on their website, recklessbrewing.com. Call today at 603-991-2357. And it has been a shooting clinic tonight by Josh Robie.
Yes, it has. He certainly has carried these guys on his back all night. Seems like every time Littleton gets close, he gets the ball, and certainly been making some hoops tonight, that's for sure.
He has 41 of their 51 points. And having trouble with it is Akins, but he gathers it and feeds Rodriguez. Baseline feed Reggie. Now across for the Akins. It looked like he was going to take the three, but didn't. And a nice little up and under move. Now to Reggie, banks it in. Sam Reggie doing his best to help out. He's got 10. And the lead, that stopped a stretch of 13-2 by the Patriots.
Littleton coming out in a full court zone press. Ooh, Puff.
He was able to
got away with one there.
He was able to skip it across. And now Robie with Akins all over him. And Akins didn't like that call. He better watch himself because he's prone to getting under the skin of the officials.
Yeah.
3 on Dre. Good job, by the way, by both Hoskins and Rodriguez avoiding, especially Hoskins. Rodriguez didn't play a whole lot in that third quarter, but Hoskins played the whole quarter and did not commit that fourth foul. Good little backdoor cut by Leslie, who gets the floater up and good. He's got 6. And lead back up to 11. Oh, great look for Reggie, who banks it up and good. Reggie has 12. Hoskins has 14. Hadlock with 6. Wakeham takes the pass. Hoskins avoids the foul again. Robie feeds into the corner for Wakeham. Decided not to take the three. And Josh Robie has it. Dre Akins trying to stay with him as tough as possible. Leslie goes by Rodriguez, gets tied up by Reggie. Good job pulling it out of there. And he goes baseline, gets the runner up, and doesn't get the roll that time. One of the few times that's been the case. Up ahead quickly for Rodriguez, who missed the shot, though, as he was a little off balance trying to go underneath Jackson Clough. They really needed that basket.
Yep, they did.
Down to 3:33 to go here in the fourth quarter. 9-point lead for the Patriots as Leslie goes through everyone, misses the layup, but gets his own rebound, tied up and knocks it down. And Reggie is going to be called for the foul. Now the lead back up to 11. And a chance to make it 12 for Alex Leslie. He's got 8. Wakeham, Carson Robie, and Clough with 2 each. And then, of course, 41 by Josh Robie. And a tough night at the free throw line for Alex Leslie, 0 for 5. And good baseline feed for Reggie, and they say the foul was on the floor. And let's see, I think
I believe.
So that'll be his third. 3 fouls now, or 2 fouls rather, on the Patriots. Reggie, he's having a heck of a game with 12. He'll take the 3, and that's good.
Big basket.
15 for Sam Reggie. And it's now 55-47 as we're down to the last 3 minutes. And stolen by Wakeham, and somehow he gets it back. And timeout called by Coach Mitchell Roy. Starts. Did you know that the 2024 Chevrolet Trax is the hottest selling compact SUV on the market today? Littleton Chevrolet just had a truckload of Trax arrive. The all-new 2024 Chevrolet Trax has transformed itself into a budget crossover with its starting price at $20,495. Offers significantly more space, style, and features than ever before, and gets an average of 30 miles per gallon on the highway. Check out all that Trax has to offer at littletonchevrolet.com. And by the way, we want to remind you this broadcast is protected by NSN's copyright and is intended for the exclusive enjoyment of our online viewers. Any unauthorized use of this broadcast, including sharing, reproducing, or distributing any content, descriptions, or game accounts without NSN's explicit consent, is strictly prohibited. So on the restart, that was kind of an unfortunate thing, as it looked like Dre Akins had the steal right there.
Yeah.
And Wakeham just stuck with it nicely.
I think the hard thing, too, is, the profile. They're using up a little bit of clock here.
And Wakeham dribbles it off his foot.
Yeah.
And Tim Purrington is going to confer.
Right on top of it.
Okay, so they're going to call it Littleton ball right there, and that's the correct call.
Yeah, it is.
Dre Akins was flipping out there, but smartly, one official consults the other.
Yeah. What I was going to say, the tough thing about profile is they basically can all handle the ball. So when they pull it way out like that and you give it to someone like Alex Leslie who has guard, ball handling skills, it's tough for anybody to pick up all the way out there.
I just find it interesting that they have Dre Akins throwing it in from underneath. Put a tall guy on him. It could create a problem, but it never seems to. Hadlock hands off to Reggie, who's had one heck of a second half. But he has 10 points. Nice save there by Grady Hadlock. And nice lob baseline feed for Lord. And across now, Hadlock saves it, and reaching in for the steal is Robie. He goes coast to coast and lays it up and good.
You can see that coming a mile away.
8 points here in the fourth. And that was unfortunate if you're Littleton. But again, heads up by Robie. Blocked by Wakeham. But they're going to call a foul, it looks like. That'll be on Clough. I don't think the foul trouble thing is much of an issue anymore.
No.
And going to the free throw line, Landon Lord. And that rattles out. They really need every score they can get. And I think I just saw that there was 2 on the board prior to this foul. They haven't marked it up as a third yet. And Lord gets that one. Pressure in the backcourt now. Leslie.
Got to get to that sideline.
And they call a travel on Leslie. And exactly 2 minutes to go. Plant will replace Carson Robie. As Coach Howard calls the one play, whatever that is. That's probably Hoskins lining up a three.
Profile doing a really good job defensively.
Pull-up jumpers, good by Akins. He's got 6. And it's now 57-50. And a timeout called by Trevor Howard.
That was a tough shot by Akins right there.
And it's that time of the year, again, for your big chance to win up to $3,000 during Littleton Chevrolet's Big Game Giveaway. Head over to Littleton Chevrolet Facebook page and post who you think will win the Super Bowl, what will the correct score be, and who will end up as the MVP. That's it. Up to $3,000 could be given away. Littleton Chevrolet loves to give back to our community, and this is just another example of how much we appreciate you. Good luck and thank you. So it's 57-50 with 1:42 to go. And the team's back on the floor. It'll be Wakeham, the Robies, Clough, and Plant, Leslie. And they will go against Rodriguez, Akins, Lord, Hoskins, and Reggie. They'll try to challenge in the backcourt, but a quick press break. And they triple team Wakeham, and an interception up ahead for Rodriguez. 1-on-3. He got fouled by Leslie, but couldn't quite get the layup. Good job stepping into the passing lane there by Landon Lord. And now Mike Rodriguez will go to the free throw line. He scored 6 points in the first quarter. Hasn't scored since. 3 on Alex Leslie. And no good. And they really just haven't been able to make free throws in the clutch here towards the end. They're 1 for 3 in these last 2 minutes. And Rodriguez gets that one. So it's now a 6-point lead. And Josh Robie looking to get it in. Having a hard time, gets it into Clough. And almost taken from behind. And they were not able to quite get the steal. And good tackle at the 50-yard line there by Mike Rodriguez. That'll be his 4th. But it's only the team's 4th, so they're not shooting free throws. And Robie tries to go by Akins. They tie him up, and Akins not liking the foul call, but they really didn't have a lot of choice as we're getting down here towards the end.
Yeah, I think I would have tried to double him, and they had the double team coming because you know he's not going to miss the foul shots. I mean, I guess if you have to foul him, you have to, but.
He's 5 for 6 from the line as part of his 43 points.
Well, maybe I jinxed him that time, Jonathan.
Plant back in for Carson Robie. Now, if you're Littleton, you've got to protect against a miss here because you don't want to give up an offensive rebound, but Robie made it anyway. Quickly up the floor.
Now you got to get a quick basket. Doesn't have to be a 3. Score quick.
Rodriguez dribbled it off of the leg of Alex Leslie. So this is the third quarter that at least 5 foul calls have been made against Littleton. Akins looks for the inbound pass. He gets it. Oh, reaching in for the steal is Robie.
Good defense by Josh.
And that's a tough break there for Littleton as Robie tripped, and then he threw a pass off of the midsection of Rodriguez as it goes out of bounds. So we're now under a minute, 7-point lead now.
Whoever catches the ball here, you got to foul right away without letting it be. Can't let it get back to Josh.
And the problem for Akins is that that's going to be his 5th foul if it's called on him. And they called it on Landon Lord, which is fortunate for Dre Akins. He thinks the foul was called on him, it looks like.
Yep.
That's now 3 on Landon Lord, and shooting free throws will be Caden Wakeham. free throws up and no good. And a timeout called by Mitchell Roy. So it's been a heck of a basketball game, but there were 2 times where Josh Robie just could not miss shots, and that enabled the Profile Patriots to take a big lead twice. Littleton made the comeback the first time, but they haven't been able to get closer than 3 points since this last burst here at the start of this quarter.
Yeah, they've missed some easy shots, that's for sure, that could have gotten them a little closer.
Great effort tonight by Sam Reggie, especially here in the second half, where he has 11 points, 11 of his 15 points. And again, Littleton is going to, on the off chance that Wakeham misses the second free throw, they're really going to need to box out well because they do not want to give up an offensive rebound here.
Yep.
So we're in the last minute.
Especially with, with Clough. Ooh, nice spin move there by Alex Leslie. Yeah, I would say between Clough and Leslie underneath it, you better be boxing them out because they both rebound very well. With Littleton, you got to go somewhat quick here.
And the ball's knocked out of bounds again. That's something, as much as Josh Robie scores, he has just been so quick at getting into the passing lanes. He's either stolen the ball or knocked it away like that probably a dozen times tonight. Reggie holding as we're down to 40 seconds. They need to move a little bit quicker. And Akins feeds across for Reggie, and they just can't get a shot. Hoskins dribbles it off the foot of one of the Patriot players. And they're going to call, let's see, that one's going to go on Plant.
He has 4th, I believe.
And that's 4 against, not a bad play there if you're Profile, because just take some more, they're not going to be shooting free throws, and now they will be. Lord into the lane, gets the runner up and good. Landon Lord now with 7. As we're down to 24 seconds.
Got a foul right away.
And they don't. And they lost it out of bounds.
Wow, good defense there. They caught a break, really.
59-53. And a timeout is going to be called on the floor. And the bench trying to support the players as they come off the floor. And let's thank our sponsors tonight. Littleton Chevrolet, Crosstown Chrysler, Dodge, Jeep, Ram, and Fiat. The Hadlock Group, Best Insurance, and Concord Group Insurance Companies. White Mountains Community College, who, by the way, is sponsoring this timeout. W.W. Berry's Transportation, Berlin City Auto Group, Maplewood Golf Course, Mountain View Dental, Napa, CNS Auto and Truck Parts, The Little Grill, Littleton Freehouse Tap Room and Eatery, LaHoots Apartments, Presby Energy, Paulson Lumber, Hiller Orthodontics, Iron Furnace Brewing, Kim Doolin, Norcom Mortgage, New Hampshire and Vermont, Hammerdown Construction, LLC, Franconia Base Camp, Ward Law Group, Fireside Hearth and Leisure, Reckless Brewing Company, Pasumsic Bank, the News and Sentinel, and our very own NSN Digital Download and DVD Store. Let's acknowledge our production team tonight, Cole Lemieux and Vicki Valentine on the cameras, and Dylan Bunnell at the controls. Jamie Lesperance directly to my left, and I'm Jonathan Zisman. It's 59-53 with 18.8 seconds to go. And I would expect that put Alex Leslie right on Hoskins. You can't blame them for that.
Yeah, Profile going man.
And it's blocked as Lord picks up the runner. He gets tripped. Oh, and he almost able to knock that down. So Landon Lord will shoot free throws here. So we're down to the last, only 2.5 seconds rolled off the clock. So Lord will go to the free throw line. Even if he makes both, it'll still be a 2-possession game bare minimum. And Lord's free throws up and good. He's got 8. And we're going to have a 30-second timeout here called by Mitchell Roy. And I'm guessing, Jamie, that usually they have Josh Robie inbound the ball, but I would think that they wouldn't do it now because they want him to have the ball because he's been such a good free throw shooter. He's probably the best one they have. and they're going to be fouls immediately. If I'm Trevor Howard, I might put a couple of guys in to commit fouls as opposed to Dre Akins, who's got 4 fouls, or some of the other guys. Reich Rodriguez has 4 fouls, so you might want to have somebody on the floor to commit a foul.
Yeah, not a bad idea. I would probably double team Josh, not let him catch the ball, make somebody else catch it. Try to blatantly be grabbing somebody right now by the uniform. Hopefully the official will call it before the clock even starts, so you don't waste any time.
And Grady Hadlock is not on the floor right now. It's Rodriguez, Lord, Reggie, Akins, and Hoskins. And like I said, on that last throw-in, Alex Leslie went right to Hoskins. And the free throw's up and good.
Yeah, see, they don't even have anybody on Josh. Oh, big mistake.
And that foul's going to be committed by Akins. And that's a double. They didn't want that to happen.
Yeah.
So Dre Akins will foul out. And Grady Hadlock will come back in. They need Robie. Essentially need Robie to miss both free throws. And there's not a good chance of that happening.
No.
Actually, I was watching Josh Robie as he lined up there. He was back about a foot off the free throw line, too. Second time I've seen that. Maybe he does that all the time, but I never noticed it before until just now. Quickly up the floor comes Reggie. And going to the basket is Lord with the runner. No good. Tapped up and good by Rodriguez. And it's now 60-57. As we're down to 5.9 seconds. Not sure what can happen here. They're going to need to steal it on the inbounds pass.
Yeah, I'd certainly be denying hard, and if I'm profiled, you got to be careful. I mean, try to throw the ball down the other end maybe, but you got to be careful. I've seen a playoff game a kid do that, and they go out of bounds, and next thing you know, the home team gets the ball, or the visiting team, whichever way. In Littleton's case, would have the ball underneath their own basket. So. But I would definitely make somebody other than Josh Robie catch the basketball.
Well, Robie, by the way, has 45 now for the ball game. 8 by Leslie, 3 by Wakeham, 2 by Carson Robie, and 2 by Jackson Clough. Scoring a little bit more balanced from the perspective of Littleton, but Caden Hoskins, he has not scored in this fourth quarter. And that's a tribute to the profile team holding him scoreless. That's not easy to do.
No, especially playing zone defense. Usually he gets a lot of shots against his own defense.
Reggie is leading scorer. He's got 15. Hoskins 12. Lord 9. Akins and Hadlock 6. Rodriguez also has 9.
Now right now I'd be grabbing that Plants. I would have been grabbing his jersey right in front of the official. They had Ben Hood, and hopefully he sees it before any time come off the clock.
I think that was on Landon Lord. And Robie can close the game out. And it looks like that's 5 on Lord. Nope, just 4 on him. So if he makes one of these 2, that will close out the game.
Yeah, this is going to be a big win for the Patriots to remain undefeated.
And that will ice it. I don't see how you can score 4 points in 4.1 seconds. So Josh Robie closes out the night with 47 points. A three-pointer at the buzzer by Lord is no good. And that will do it. 62-57 in favor of Profile.